Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV.
Hi, I am Dustin Pickering from Parrot Literary Corner. You know me, your noble and honest host, and I've got exciting news for you. Last anthology, Series 1, The Literary Parrot, did such a great job. We want to continue to provide this community service to our viewers and to our contributors to the program. So please get up and get a copy immediately. You know, if you're in this book, you want to get a copy. If you're not in the book, you want to get a copy and see what we're doing. You want to be excited with us. We want you on this program, and we hope to see you sometime soon on The Literary Parrot. You have to get your hands on this copy. It's amazing. It's an absolutely beautiful anthology meant just for you. Our past guests have been invited back to contribute yet again to this Series 2. We do this quarterly anthology. We will be doing this after our 200 episode milestone. As of this last quarter, we reached 200 episodes, and past that, get up and get a copy immediately. This is the only TV show on earth for creative writers, and our guests are amazing. They're also community activists building from the ground up. This program is for everybody out there who is a creative mind. Order several copies if you can and donate to local libraries. Give them to your friends, cousins, fans, supporters, anybody that you think loves poetry. And it's not just poetry in this book. Remember, this is creative mind. So we have prose, fiction, short stories, essays, artwork, anything you can think of, artistically creative, photographs. Everything in this book is packed. It is packed. It is just absolutely packed. If you want to get your hands on it now. Are you curious about financial literacy? Then take a look at Professor Anthony Rivecchio's new program on Parrot TV. It's called Financial Focus University. This is an excellent program to learn about questions related to your own finances post-COVID, if how you can manage your money, how you can work with your tax situation. And this is an excellent and informative discussion of financial literacy. With Professor Anthony Rivecchio, your financial problems will be solved at Parrot TV with Financial Focus University. Do you know that there is a publishing company that wants to make life easier for you as a writer? This publishing company is called World Inkers Printing and Publishing. We publish in all different languages, and we're looking for writers of all genres, all formats. We're looking for scholars, ghostwriters, playwrights, poets, short fiction, novelists, you name it. We're looking for anybody who is interested in writing and the craft of writing to be in touch with us. You can reach us at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. With World Inkers Printing and Publishing, you do not require a lot of money to publish with us. Contact us today at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. Become a winner with other authors at World Inkers Printing and Publishing. Give us a shot. We will surely convince you. Hi, welcome to World Inkers Network. I'm your noble and honest host, Dustin Pickering, and today is episode 266. And we have Rana Zaman. To date, 93 of Rana Zaman's books have been published. These include stories, poems, novels, children's books and children's literature, religious books, travelogues, articles, and etc. Among these 91 publications are 2 books of English poetry. The names of these 2 books are Lost Love and Twinkling Rhyme. Many more manuscripts of novels, stories, poems, children's literature, travelogues, articles, and English poetry are in the process of being made. He is still writing regularly. His stories, poems, etc. are being published in the online-based magazine, webzine, printed Little Mags. Besides, daily literature works are also being published on Facebook. So thank you for joining us today, Rana. I believe that that's actually a pseudonym that you're using for your authorship. I'm curious why you chose to use Rana Zaman as your author name.
Zaman is my last name, my actual name. My full name is Muhammad Samsuzzaman Bhuya. I
Hmm.
have taken Zaman from this my name, and Rana is my favorite name one. It is my one of nickname. When I was in college, then my classmates and others call me as Rana, as because I have read books, thriller books, spy books that was Rana, Masud Rana,
Hmm.
and from that Masud Rana, I have taken the name Rana. And Rana and my actually Muhammad Samsudzaman Buya, from this Samsudzaman Zaman and Rana. That then I have taken the name, author name as Rana Zaman.
Interesting story. So, when you started reading young, what were your impressions of literature at a young age?
Oh, I have when I was a school student of class 6 and 7, so and I have born and brought up in rural area, my rural area, and in that at that area, a shop was there, and from the library of our schools, I have read out many books, and from that time, curiosity was developed within me that to write something. And first, after completing my SSC exam, which was held in 1976,
Hmm.
I have other two friends. We along with my two friends, we have published a little mag. Their name was Bangla Monospoti, and I was the editor of that little mag. And at that little mag, I have published my one poem and one story, that is on articles. And after that, during the reading at college level, I have sometimes I have written poems, and there was a press club. At
Hmm.
that press club, regularly poem session of held, and at that session, I frequently I have attended. And after completing my
Hmm.
graduation, I have admitted in Dhaka University for master's degree.
Okay.
Uh, and during that period, I have also write poems. And first, after getting government service, my I have published my first book in 1998. That was also a poem, a collection of poems, and the name of the books was in Bangla Poddo Patar Shishir Bindu. English meaning the dews on the upper of the lotus.
Hmm.
And and simultaneously, side by side, I have written short story, novels, lyrics, rhymes, songs, etc. And
Do you
all
find?
the yes, please.
I was going to ask if you found that in your all together in all your writings together, is there common themes that you find you go to when you're writing? Whether it's a novel, a poem. Do you find commonalities between your different forms of literature?
Yes, I have feel free writes in all the forms of literature: novel, short story, lyrics, songs, rhymes, poetry, etc.
So do you have a particular like, do you write a lot about romance, or do you write more philosophical?
All the romance, tragedy, social nature, natural things, etc. All these things are included in my writings.
Excellent. So it's kind of a mesh. It's a lot of different things that you write about, and
Yes,
you're
yes, yeah,
so you're a pretty diverse range, and you write in different forms. You write novels, you write poetry, short
yes,
stories. So you're
yeah.
pretty wide ranging artist of letters. It's excellent. So, how does the national life affect you as far as being a writer? Do you find you get into the politics of your country, or do you just try to avoid those kinds of discussions, or how do you manage those?
I have served in government service, and it was 33 years. During the serving in government service, there is a bar. There was a bar. It is also now always it is prevailing that no government service is allowed to write anything against government activities or government policies.
Right.
So at that time, I was writing except government accept any criticism about government policies without touching that. That is social activities, what I have seen around my areas in my country, or in my village area, or in my sorry, town areas, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And though there was a bar about criticism in government activities, but little bit I am just in my some short stories, some one or two uh, novels and rhymes. And you have might be known that we have get liberated from Pakistan in 1971, and we have a liberation period that was 9 years, 9 months, and you have got liberty at 1971, 16 December. And that
Mm-hmm.
was a huge elements to write novels, poems, lyrics, short story, etc. And you might be not believe that I have written uh, many short stories and novels regarding our liberation
Mm-hmm.
period, and all novel have been published, and the actual number I could not say now, but it will be not more than 5 or 6 novels and short story. Also, there are more than five short story books also, and 2 or 3 is juvenile short story.
Mm-hmm.
You, depending on our liberation one. And
Wow.
lots of poets also I have written in Bangla,
Mm-hmm.
and my English poems is some English poems have been translated from my Bangla poems, and some directly I have written in English. And you have might be known earlier. I have faced an interview with you, and I have most of it I have said that I have in the meantime I have published 2 English books, both of are uh, poems, poetry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One is Lost Love. I have seen the cover. I have shown the cover. That is the Lost Love. This is my first book in English. And second, it is a collection of poems. And second book is this Twinkling Rhymes. That means in these books, I have accumulated one-liner, two-liner, three-liner, and four-liners. Also, a poems constitute in one lines. A poems constitute in 2 lines. Poems 3 lines, etc. And this is 3 line is my new innovation in Bangla. Also, I have published in the mean 2 books in 3 lines. One books in 1 line. Those are in Bangla, and I have regularly writing 1 lines. Now I am not writing 1 lines, 3 lines. At least 1 3 lines I have written in Bangla every day, except Friday. Friday is free day,
Mm-hmm.
and in Friday now I am writing poems, and other days I have written. I have writing lyrics, rhymes, etc. And now I have taken retirement from government service. I have no job now. I am free man, and all the day I free, and I day long I have I try to write some things. That will be that my short story, novel, and poems,
Mm-hmm.
and some I have also participated some Facebook groups, and they also gave tasks, giving some themes, and basic or based on that themes I have written. I write poems and submitted that groups. It is in Bangla and in English also.
What is the secret to being so prolific? You have 93 books to your name. How do you manage that?
93 books.
It's a lot of books.
90 one time I have 1 year I have published at 11 books 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, and in this year, basically in our country, a book fair has been held every year. That is in February this month. You might be known that we have a glorious event that is 21 February. We have to fight against the then Pakistani government to protect our mother language. They have the then government given pressure our nation to speak in Urdu instead of Bangla. But our heroes in that time, they protested, and after a long movement in 1952 to 21 February, they broke the 144, that means curfew, and a lots of people has been died, and finally the then government, Pakistani government, compelled to withdraw their decision, and our mother language have been saved. And for this reason, every year in February, a book fair has been held in Dhaka, and more than 500 stalls have been participated in that fair, and based on this fair, every writer, every publisher, they hold the year. They get preparation for published books, and the occasion of this fair, book have been published. And in this year, for the corona problem, the fair will be delayed, and now it has been decided that from 15 February the fair will be started. And in the meantime, I have published 3 books. And all these books are prose, not poetry. One is juvenile novel. The name all the books are Bangla. Juvenile novel, that was Opu and Matsya. That means Opu, a character, a juvenile character, and Matsya means merman, not mermaid, merman. A man who transformed himself into a merman. This is a juvenile novel. And another books, this is a liberation, based on our glorious liberation. This is also a juvenile novel. And another book is a article. You have might be known that our father of the nation is Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and he is the main hero for our liberation, for our liberation also, and for our for getting liberty from the then Pakistan government. And he is our father of the nation. And the article has been written based on his political activities. These 3 books has been all in the mean have been published, and another more 3 books have been submitted to a publisher, they are trying to publish these three books also non-poetry, that is prose.
Mhm.
There is a short story, and there is a poetry books written based on the life history of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. There was 100 poems.
Oh, wow.
100 poems, no, 103 poems.
Mhm.
And all the poems are rhymic, that means rhythmic poems. That is under the publications.
Right. Well, we're going to take a brief break, but we'll be right back, and you can read us a couple of your poetries, and we'll enjoy that. We enjoy Avamina, his wonderful music for right now.
Katoto ni pisikali, nikikaona na pasikali, oji original, mimi naye original. Katoto ni pisikali, nikikaona na pasikali, oji original, mimi naye original. Mwendo wake mdogo mdogo, mdogo mdogo, refu yake shingo shingo, shingo shingo, uko nyuma zigo zigo, zigo zigo, mwendo wake mdogo mdogo, mdogo mdogo, refu yake shingo shingo, shingo shingo, uko nyuma zigo zigo, zigo zigo, mtoto kiuno dondora, jicho nyanya nyanya, akivaa kijola, zigo lina bana bana, mafisi wananichola, wanakodoa sana, hawawezi nipola, kesho nampeleka kwa mama. Katoto ni pisikali, nikikaona na pasikali, oji original, mimi naye original. Katoto ni pisikali, nikikaona na pasikali, oji original, mimi naye original. Nikikaona na lose confidence, kama nifanya mpaka na sahau ex. Napenda kachezea yangu chesi, na mikobedi machenga kata libo wesi. Katoto G original, miuno zaidi ya pepe kale. Sikando mbolo kachamu kwa le, kama nifanya night minisi lale. Katoto G original, miuno zaidi ya pepe kale. Sikando mbolo kachamu kwa le, kama nifanya night minisi lale. Kana kaumbo kadogo, akana shobo na vigogo, kapo nechilo katumi mkorogo, wala sio nainai wamejimpo tupogo, nyuma sio flat screen, ni TV ya katoto ni pisikali, nikikaona na pasikali, oji original, mimi naye original. Katoto ni pisikali, nikikaona na pasikali, oji original, original. I go by the name Amofena, Amofoko, niko na Davos. Sana, 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 sana.
Hi, I am Dustin Pickering from Parrot Literary Corner. You know me, your noble and honest host. Do you know that there is a publishing company that wants to make life easier for you as a writer? This publishing company is called World Inkers Printing and Publishing. We publish in all different languages, and we're looking for writers of all genres, all formats. We're looking for scholars, ghostwriters, playwrights, poets, short fiction, novelists, you name it. We're looking for anybody who is interested in writing and the craft of writing to be in touch with us. You can reach us at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. With World Inkers Printing and Publishing, publishing, you do not require a lot of money to publish with us. Contact us today at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. Become a winner with other authors at World Inkers Printing and Publishing. Give us a shot. We will surely convince you. World Inkers Monthly Magazine is a fine source for your literary interests. It's an all-source magazine with poetry, prose, and essays and articles, as well as interviews. It's all full-color art and photography from a variety of voices and artists. You will find this magazine entertaining. This is an all-purpose readership, and we are looking for new voices. This sleek, full-color edition of World Inkers Monthly Magazine will be something pleasant for your eyes as well as for your mind. And we're looking for authors for one book promotion in the magazine. If you're a business, we want to promote your business. You may submit your book reviews, your academic or non-academic articles on the humanities and the arts, as well as your literary writing and creative output to publication.worldinkers@gmail.com. World Inkers Monthly Magazine does not spare any ink. Keep inking for World Inkers Monthly Magazine. Welcome back to World Inkers Network. We have Rana on today. So would you like to read us some poetry of your own? We'd love to hear it. Remember, guys, viewing right now, you can leave us some comments and some interesting thoughts of your own. If you're viewing right now, we're live, so you can drop a couple of questions if you have them. Whenever you're ready, Rana.
Yes, I am ready to read my some
Excellent.
poems. The first poem, the title of the poem is Regarding Hope.
Okay.
Waiting for hope is positive aspect. Hope is nothing but a special tact. Enthusiasm takes the hope forward. Noble thoughts set free captive bird. Willingness tends to implement hope. Irrational hope knows around the neck. Let the willingness climb up the rope. Leaden people falling fail, pull him back. Be patient to get fruit. Exercises is the root. Try and try again, try to reach the goal. Hard nut to crack is nothing, gather coal. Eradicating all evils, hope starts to fall. Rumblings might be mailing to dream. Lodoform applying will act more better. Giration maybe need to wait stream. Heli Juisha will be blazing against hater. Tactfulness may lead to full to the brim. Today is the tomorrow's step. Illusion should be a hard slap. Mortal will give fresh breath. Eventually you will get a death. Second poem, you know our national fish is hilsa fish. It's very tasty fish. And it's found in Bangladesh. The title of the poem is Hilsa Fish. Hilsa, Hilsa of silver color. You are quite comfortable to the safety water. Getting hungry, you swallow a lot of plant particles. How many thorns are scattered on your body, rolling across the floor when struck in the throat. Dilettantes hold the cat's legs to get released. Yet the taste of fried hilsa is incomparable. More taste if it is completely fresh. Hilsa lovers play music with joy. Not everyone wants to eat salty hilsa. Whoever likes it does not always get. Some have a preference for salty hilsa. Deep down in hilsa broth and eat, the taste is more in vegetables. Sing favorite song by licking fingers. I will not catch egg hilsa even if it is tasty. I will never forgive those who are caught it. I will not move a hair from this resolution. Warning notice. Jhatka cannot be caught. Today's Zatka is tomorrow's hilsa. Zatka means little fish which
Hmm.
is just born from eggs.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Would you like to read a third poem?
Third poem. The title of the poem is To Get You Touch. My heart is very much thirsty to get your love. A good number of vessels are landing every day at the landing place of my mind, but there is not any sailing boat. After getting birth, I have to cross a long, uneven path. Sometimes bad smell of wild thorny grasses creates annoyance, but no balloon solen. There was dirty rainfall, but drought did not lessen. Getting your gesture, the on and off system of the computer is now normal. The draughtiness of northern Bengal is lessening gradually due to regular rainfall. A catalyst is required forever to get 100% normalcy. Justice could not create any flower. You continuously write poems in my heart. I am guaranteeing you that every poem will be popular forever.
Hmm. Excellent.
Thank you very much. Another poem is
Okay.
Family Love. The title of the poem is Family Ties.
Okay.
A family is formed in the bond of love. Every member of the family is a priceless gem. If a gem fades, the family fades, filing one's love with another's imperfection. Deterioration begins when violence and envy enter the family. When selfishness and disbelief enter, disintegration begins. All members must be above self-interest. Family means the full moon of heartfelt relationship. Children need to be given a lot more love. The foundation of children is solid in the love of adults. Children are ruined due to neglect of parents. If the child goes astray, there is no peace in the family. Let the love of parents flow in the child. May the family remain intact in the bond of love.
Hmm. How would you describe your style of writing?
Uh, I finally should say that no specific style in my poems.
Hmm.
I have tried every sorts of style, and I think that my styles depends on the theme and subject of the poems.
Hmm.
Sometimes I have written poems in free verse. There is no rhythmic, and sometimes I have written with non-free verse. That is, there is a rhythmic and there is a similarities at the end of the lines. That is, uh, which we have say lyrical rhythmic poems also.
Hmm.
And when I writes any rhymes, and that's also depends on the subject of the or theme of the rhymes. If we want to write anything based on full moon, I can write it. It will might be a rhythmic or it might be a not verse. And the poems I have written, I have recited here. The Regarding Hope is a rhythmic poem,
Hmm.
but other two poems are non-rhythmic, three verse poems. And it is
Right.
I like to say that it is very much depend on my uh, intention. And there is no specific style, no, there is a specific uh, trends in my poems. And I want to say that I do not follow any poets' styles also. What I have right, that is my styles.
Hmm.
For this reason, I do not fix any specific style. Then, and if I believe that if I follow any specific style, that will be detrimental for my poem, as because if we fix a style, that style will be applied in all the poems, and that will not be a good thing. I
Hmm.
believe that. So I no specific styles in my poems. Every poem is different. One poem is different from another poem.
Right.
That is my every poem. So one thing I have should say that I have written nonsense poem, lots of nonsense poems in Bangla, and I have also published books. In that books, I have followed some specific styles only for nonsense poems, and in our Bangla some fixed poems also there. That is sonnet. Sonnet is a fixed style of poem. If I want to write sonnet, I have to follow that style, and
Hmm.
if I do not follow that style, that will not be a sonnet. That will be another poems. And
Right.
when I will write sonnets, that sonnet might be Shakespearean sonnet, a French sonnet, or any other things. But we have to follow that styles. If I want to write haiku, you might be know that haiku is a Japanese poem, short poems. Then
Hmm.
that will be a fixed style. There is no scope to vary that styles. If I want to write tanka, that is also a Japanese poem. There is a specific styles. Uh, like this in Bangla, we have many stylish categories of poems
Hmm.
in rhythmic style and in also in poems. And I have you might be astonished that I have also uh, invented two styles of poems. One is three liners. It is invented by me. There is no expert me. There no people, no writers writes in this style. That means in that style there is a three poems, three line poems, and that should be a rhythmic, a similar rhythmic. That
Hmm.
is called three liners. If you not be bother, I have written write utter one or three liners. I have three liners in Bengali and three liners also in English. In these books, there is a lots of three liners.
What would you like to say in conclusion of the program? Any advice to fellow authors, fellow poets, and writers out there?
Uh, Excuse me, I mean just I want to one three liners for
Okay.
your. There is no title. Number 5. It is nothing except learning. Real learning enhance earning. Black oil initiate life burning. These are the three liner poems.
Hmm.
Another poems that this is when you feel tired, then don't be hired. You might be fired. This is three lines. This kind of lyrics is three lines.
Right. So, what would you like to say in conclusion of the program to your fellow writers out there? Any words of advice or thoughts
This
on the craft?
program is very much enthusiastic, and it will be a very what I want to say helpful for any poet or writer to enhance within himself to write more.
Hmm.
And if you patronize with your publishing house to publish our books in English, that will be very helpful for us. And I believe that, and I hope that this program will be continue a long time. And finally, I also pray to God to you will be get more strength and enthusiasm for continue this program. Be safe and be happy with your activities.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Rana.
Thank you very much. Also, you.
Wonderful talking to you.
Yes.
Feel free to suggest other guests for the program.
Yeah.
If you have other people you know, other writers, other creative minds,
Yes,
feel
yes,
free.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
That was World Inkers Network, and they had an excellent discussion with Rana Zaman. Wonderful poet, wonderful writer, very prolific. So go back and watch this again, get some good thoughts on the craft of literature. And remember, you can support us at paypal.me/nyparrot, and that's paypal.me/nyparrot. You can support the programming by donating. We'd love any kind of donations you may offer. So definitely be in touch with us about that. And if you wish to join us as a guest on the show, there's a way to do that. You know, guest writers can send an email to me at this address, literarycorner@newyorkparrot.com, and send a bio, a paragraph bio, a headshot of yourself, and a couple of sample works, a sample chapter of your book, or a couple of poems. And I'll definitely take a look and be interested in getting in touch with you and scheduling an appropriate day. Whatever day works for you, whatever time works for you, regardless of where you are. This is an international program. We'll figure something out if you're across the world. So definitely be in touch with me. And you guys out there, I know you're excited about this magazine. So definitely keep an eye out about this magazine. It'll be wonderful. And we'll keep it out and keep a lookout for that. It'll be out soon. So if you guys out there are watching right now, have a great day. Get to writing. World Inkers Monthly Magazine is a fine source for your literary interests. It's an all-source magazine with poetry, prose, and essays and articles, as well as interviews. It's all full-color art and photography from a variety of voices and artists. You will find this magazine entertaining. This is an all-purpose readership, and we are looking for new voices. This sleek, full-color edition of World Inkers Monthly Magazine will be something pleasant for your eyes as well as for your mind. And we're looking for authors for one book promotion in the magazine. If you're a business, we want to promote your business. You may submit your book reviews, your academic or non-academic articles on the humanities and the arts, as well as your literary writing and creative output, to publication.worldinkers@gmail.com. World, do you know that there is a publishing company that wants to make life easier for you as a writer? This publishing company is called World Inkers Printing and Publishing. We publish in all different languages, and we're looking for writers of all genres, all formats. We're looking for scholars, ghostwriters, playwrights, poets, short fiction, novelists, you name it. We're looking for anybody who is interested in writing and the craft of writing to be in touch with us. You can reach us at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. With World Inkers Printing and Publishing, you do not require a lot of money to publish with us. Contact us today at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. Become
It's summertime.
Guns away.
It's cookout.
Guns away. Guns
It's
away.
block party.
Guns away.
It's kids
Guns
everywhere.
away.
I'ma
Guns
drop a
away.
message.
You should put the guns away. Let the kids come and play. Learn to live in peace so you can see another day. You should put the guns away. Let the kids come and play. Learn to live in peace so you can see another day.
Let them live their life like you live yours. You should put the fighting, the shooting, the killing on pause. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. I'ma tell you how summer used to be. Remember, Georgie, Porgy, pudding and pie, back when he kids.
Are you curious about financial literacy? Then take a look at Professor Anthony Rivecchio's new program on Parrot TV. It's called Financial Focus University. This is an excellent program to learn about questions related to your own finances post-COVID, and how you can manage your money, how you can work with your tax situation. And this is an excellent and informative discussion of financial literacy. With Professor Anthony Rivecchio, your financial problems will be solved at Parrot TV with Financial Focus University.